Okay, in all honesty, do you want me to keep that opening bit with your calling out your sister?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. If you want to keep it in, keep it in.
Yeah, cause that'll be hilarious. So next we've got Under the Hood. Come on. Oh. All right. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have returning with me, Bianca.
Hey, you.
And today we're going to be going over a pretty modern classic story that people have been loving, in part because of who it brought back from the dead officially, and that's Batman Under the Hood, the basis for the Under the Red Hood movie. Now, you've seen Under the Red Hood, correct?
Yeah, loved it.
Yep. Well, both were written by Judd Winnick, and Judd Winnick actually looked at Under the Red Hood as him fixing or telling a more direct, complete story. Not saying that wasn't complete here, but that's when he still had to keep it tied into the rest of the DC universe, and stuff leading up to Infinite Crisis, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you will see a lot of stuff that will be parallel with what was in the animated movie, but there's going to be some things that were rearranged and all that. And also keep in mind, going into this, people did not know who Red Hood was at first. Like, sincerely, they didn't. So let's get started. As we open up in Gotham City. And basically, this here is opening up in media res, where we see Batman and the Red Hood fighting each other. Tired? He likes to talk. It's not ego. It's distraction. We basically see this fight going on until eventually he takes off Bruce's mask. So we know that Bruce is going to be demasked. And then the Red Hood takes his helmet off, causing Batman to go, oh God. But we don't know who it is yet. We rewind 5 weeks earlier. As we're dealing with stuff like Stephanie had just died. This is after the events of War Games.
No.
Yep. And basically, on. Sir, Lucius Fox. Oh, great to see Alfred again, isn't it? I miss Alfred.
I've honestly forgot about Alfred.
Boo! You stink.
If I haven't seen somebody for a long time, I'm going to forget.
You should never forget Alfred.
If I don't see him, I'm going to forget.
He appeared in other books.
I haven't read him.
You haven't read some of the other Bat books.
What have
you been reading?
Nothing. I'm behind.
But basically, apparently, a bunch of the money has been taken out. Part of Cord Industries has been bought out, a small one. As of 10 hours ago, Cord Wayne Industries Research and Development Branch was the target of a hostile takeover. $526 million later, and they own it. You have been removed from the board of directors. Bruce, this completely wipes out Wayne Industries' R&D division. Which is bad. That means they could have access to any of Bruce's tech.
Oh.
It is most unfortunate, sir, but if your concerns are to continue advancement in your personal armory, I would think that we can still manage with what we have up to this date. We still have many fine toys, sir. I carry a high-potency mace that leaves no permanent damage, and a topical nerve toxin that presents a facade of death. Any number of precision-guided systems, short-range explosive and chemical bombs, tons more. Ignore the fact I will no longer have access to any further tech advancements aside from the ones I find the time to create. It means that everything I've ever used will, at best, be available in the public sector, or worse, sold to any number of psychotics, government mercenaries, or terrorists. Well, this is a very glass half empty view. I'm going out. Of course, sir. I'm sure that the air will do you some good. As we see a bunch of black masked men You recognize this from the movie, right?
Yes.
It's my meeting. I've invited you. And what is this? Burp! You want to die and die? There's an easier ways to kill yourself. Yeah, like yelling at the guy who's holding the AK-47. Listen to me, you drug peddling dirtbags. You eight are the most prosperous street dealers in town. And yep, the head of their lieutenants.
Ooh.
That took me 2 hours. You want to see what I can get done in a whole evening? Make no mistake, I'm not asking you to kick in with me. I'm telling you. 40% works for me. Damn, Skippy. So yeah, he's starting to take over the drug trade. Oh yeah, in this case, remember the female assistant? It was a dude in this. In the original.
Interesting.
So yeah, in this case, then he's going in getting help from Mr. Freeze.
What?
Now remember, in the comics, Freeze they did give him a wife and everything, but things played out very differently. He's still more of a villain than he is a noble guy.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, and money's nice. What's the body count? Deep. I'm going to need something to wear, meaning a new armor, new suit. Also, by this point, his wife got tossed into a Lazarus pit, but came back insane.
Oh, of course.
And I prefer what Tomasi would do, where she's just like a Mrs. Freeze. But yeah, and then we're basically just getting things reminiscent of stuff when Nightwing shows up. Hey, warm night. Yes, unseasonably so. This time of year, it makes time careless. It makes them careless. Comfort makes them careless. I don't know what's worse, the fact that we're making small talk about the weather, or the fact that you could turn it on a dime into crime fighting. What are you doing here? Checking up on me? That's exactly what I'm doing here in light of recent events. I thought it wouldn't hurt for me to stay close to home. And with my leg still healing up, yeah, no idea what it probably happened in his own book. You see, that's why he has that thing on the brace?
Yeah, no, I see the brace.
Yep. The warmth is overwhelming, unseasonably so. Good God, he made a joke. Be quiet. Yes, sir. But yeah, they're working on making him this isn't durable enough. It is, I promise you. It feels thin, weak. Your previous armor, though a scientific marvel, was composed of alloys that were, shall we say, somewhat outdated. The suit I am presently fashioning is state-of-the-art. It's nearly impervious, and although it feels as you describe it thin, it is merely lightweight. You will have to learn that brawn does not necessarily connote potency. Is that what I have to learn? Basically, yeah, the Red Hood is starting to eat into his crime, just like in the movie, and he's trying to deal with them. Oh, and Freeze killed the guy that was working on him, the lab tech. Spunky, I like that. Give him another lab tech. This won't end well. Of course not. He's a problem, but he's not our problem. Capiche? And yeah, this then leads into the stuff that at the docks where they're trying to find it, and eventually leads to like I think about when he was younger. When I was younger, it was a different time, simpler, and I missed it. I missed those days. For that, it's hard to be around him. These boys were dressed for a small war. Do you recognize these? They're DEO, stolen 3 weeks ago. Heavy arms. Someone can values the cargo. The lids are clean of explosives. Great. What do you guess? Arms? Drugs? Tech? I'm betting arms. Probably, but the casing don't match up. Well, maybe we're in for a surprise? What is that? Just what it looks like. And all the stuff had been collected by a bunch of the villain stuff. But then, hell, move! Boom! They're on the roof. Go! You know him? No, at the moment, I don't care. Just get him! And yep, he's putting up a good fight. And there's something about his motion. Something familiar. That was interesting. He cut the line before it went taut. That would have to have been practice. Either that or just plain dumb luck. But no, it's not luck. Impressive. That's what we haven't seen before. Or done before. Got that right. Dum. That hurt. Stay sharp. Oh boy. Amazo! Just like in the movie again. Yep, just like in the movie again.
Dang, I don't remember Amazo.
Yeah, he was at the dock sequence. The two of them.
I don't remember the doc one.
Yep. All I'm trying to clarify is the nature of our relationship. I think you're under the wrong impression. I don't work for you, Black Mask. Never said you did. Maybe I misunderstood. Honestly, Freeze, I don't see you as a work-for-hire guy. I consider our endeavors to be a form of partnership. Don't patronize me. He wasn't. He was being professional. That's all you were, and we're asking of you. Boom! I get it. You're unpredictable. I can work with that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're clear as crystal. So what's first? Yeah, basically then they're told about, they're sending him after Red Hood, and then, yeah, they're dealing with an Amazo, and this is an early Amazo.
Looks like Namor, but beefed up.
You'll have to do better than that. I did. Boom! His leg is still busted. It's an older model, maybe a prototype. There's no signs of Plastic Man, and it's also stripped down. No golden lasso or Green Lantern ring. We got lucky, Nightwing. Yeah, that's how I feel. Lucky. So in other words, it hasn't absorbed as many of the Justice League's abilities. Hence why it's not as, it's not using any of the current League stuff. Oh, yeah, and then there's the point where, yeah, he then puts his, he has the same weaknesses as a human. Got it. Hold still. This might sting a bit. In the movie, he went like, roared in pain as he was being electrocuted.
Yeah.
So that ringing any bells?
Nope.
Superman's heat vision. What do they do?
Oh.
They put plastique on his eyes. Doom! Firing heat vision through plastique explosives will. Yep, they put up a good fight until, boom, we're knocked into the bay. You think that took him out? If not, he'd be swimming to us at 80 knots under Aquaman's abilities. Yeah, I guess he's not coming up, but we're going to search every drop of the water to be sure. Of course, sure. Winnick has a good handle on these guys, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. The comedy effect is there.
Yep. I don't give a damn about that. Not tonight. Someone blew up the entire shipment, and I want to know. Yes, Amazo was attacked, but someone purposely activated him. No, I had every intention of activating him, but not tonight. And not so Batman could drop him into Gotham's harbor. What? That bad Penny I've been telling you about? Yeah, he's on the phone. Now, during Countdown to Infinite Crisis, apparently a whole bunch of kryptonite was taken. To which he's like, hello, do you prefer I call you Black Mask, Mr. Mask, Black? Just talk. I'm listening. But when I say I'm listening, I'm also thinking about killing you. That's really not a great way to begin our relationship. Yeah, well, I have an anger management issue. Abate the urges by murdering people who annoy me. Did you find my shipment? Some of it walked away. I heard. I take it you took something? I did. I think it's the top shelf item. Son of a, which crate is it? I don't have the manifest number, but I can tell you it's filled with over 100 pounds of kryptonite. Yeah, I'm going to need that. Hold on, I got to double check one thing. Hold on. Okay, notice how this is green? They actually changed it in the tray to, hold on, I got to make sure I'm showing it right. To multicolored, because it's supposed to be multicolored.
Okay.
Basically, this is the kryptonite that came to Earth after Supergirl arrived. If you remember, Supergirl was in the middle of a big thing of kryptonite during Superman Batman. And when it came, it exploded, unleashing all the different colors.
No. That's interesting.
I'll show you that someday.
Someday.
No, it can't be. Not you. But yeah, they bring up with kryptonite and everything, and right where? Here. You sure? There's usually isn't a lot of that lying around. It's a radiation trail. And sure enough, now as you see here, it's multicolored. I heard you the first second.
Okay.
Yeah. I suppose you're not just, there's just no persuading you to give it back. Your definition of persuasion being what? For one, I don't kill you. For two, I don't kill you. 3, you can have a job, work for me. You have to be kidding. Shut up. I don't want to work for you. What do you want? A tremendous amount of money. How much? $50 million. 50? What are you trying to end the budget of a movie? Liquid 50? Is he insane? No, the insane ones would make a suit of the Rock and march into Metropolis and play King of the Mountain. This one knows what he's doing. He's got a point there.
Yeah.
The insane one would make a suit out of it. Believe it or not, I don't have that kind of cash lying around. Do a wire transfer. We can. That kind of traffic will set up too many red flags. I can do $4 million today. You get a transfer of 10, and I'm sure I could get buyers to meet my price. I'm sure there are hippos who get paid houses, but I ain't seen one. Deal. I'll call you in an hour with the location. You can't seriously be considering paying him for. Lee, will you please shut the hell up? I swear to God, like I'm trying to run a criminal organization with my mother. You hear that? I did. So basically, then he sends Freeze out to deal with him. We obviously don't have any options. We've come to rely on her too much, meaning Oracle. Because by this point, Oracle has been cut off by a lot of it after the events of War Games. But yeah, I really didn't expect to see you here, Freeze. It's interesting. Doesn't change a thing, but it does make it, well, more interesting. We have your money. Give us the kryptonite and we'll complete the wire transfer. That's cute. We're all going through the motions. Tell me, is that actually $4 million, or just the top layer is cash and the rest is Chinese newspaper? It's actually 6 inches of the Gotham Guardian. Man, shut up! Be quiet, you idiot. This doesn't concern you. Which, you know, that's what they usually do a lot of times. They just put a lot of money on the top and then put a whole bunch of fake underneath.
Oh.
Boom! Congratulations. You actually succeeded in making me angry. You're not the only one. Nice to see you again. We'll be taking the kryptonite off your hands. Yeah, you can have it. I got what I came for. And what's that? The lay of the land. Good seeing you all again. Takes off. Freeze has more power than before. The Red Hood split as well. He's very good. Yes, very good. The epilogue. Didn't take long to find him. And he had a lot of business to take care of before allowing himself this moment. But now it felt right. Reunions are a funny thing. Who's there? Tell me who you are, I'll kill you. You think I'm kidding? No, I never think that. Trum.
Let's go.
How does that feel? And that's the first time the readers would find out it's Jason.
Jason? Who could have foreseen this?
Well, to be fair, the last time we actually saw, remember, this was the first time it was teased about during Batman Hush before it was then revealed, oh, it was Clayface.
Huh?
In Batman Hush, the first time it was teased about Jason being alive, it was then backpedaled to reveal it was Clayface.
Oh, I was just kidding because I seen the movie.
Well, yeah, but of course, but I'm talking about in this point. No one knew. Oh, and
Unless
Jason,
you saw the movie.
But this was before the movie.
Yeah, but I saw the movie first.
Okay, but I'm talking about the movie, the comic when it came out.
Yeah, nobody cares about that. They care about the movie.
Why?
Because it's a movie.
What's wrong with the comic?
I'm pretty sure a majority of people saw the movie rather than the comic.
The comic had to sold well, but on to make it a movie, you know.
Yeah, but I still saw the movie first.
Okay,
Even though it was a comic.
But anyway, a bunch of those men were again black masked men, and they're dead. Yeah, sends quite the message. What do you want to do? You want to scorch the earth, dig up his ashes, and send them into outer space? But that would be stupid. Why is that? Because he's not just my problem, and I'd rather have someone else throw out our garbage. Basically then takes Zatanna, who by this point also, this is during the time of after Identity Crisis, so he's well aware of Zatanna wiping his mind years ago. And basically, he's taken her to one of the Lazarus pits that were sealed up, physically sealed for what looks like years, and it shows no evidence of having any mystical properties around it that suggest it's been altered. So you say? So I say, I know you sealed them all. There aren't any left. Tell me why you've dragged me out here to look at one of Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus pits. Ra's al Ghul spent centuries rejuvenating himself. Yeah, we know all this stuff. And by this point, there was a point where, yeah, the Lazarus pits were all sealed up, and Ra's was believed dead. No, actually, no, he was dead. He was, cremated and everything.
Wow.
Getting the Lazarus pit, raise the dead. No, it rejuvenates the living. And is that a theory or is it a fact? I guess it's a fact, but well, it's always what I've heard. Then it's a theory. I still don't know why you needed me here. I needed someone I could trust, but I had to settle for you. Ouch! Right? So yeah, he then meets up with Jason Blood, of the Etrigan, the demon, and all that. Like, and basically, he's trying to figure out what could have done this. He's starting to theorize it could be Jason. Now that's Onyx, one of the other extended Bat family members, a crime fighter that was once an assassin. And she kicks a lot of butt. She's reappeared in Catwoman recently in Teenie Howard's run.
Nice.
Oh, yep. And by this point, also, Green Arrow had come back from the dead. I'm not sure what you're getting at. You were there when I came back, you know. What happened? What happened? And you know what happened. I was dead. Then I came back. I know. Still what? You know, it's all I remember. It's all, and you know it all. You remembered the broad strokes. I died. There was a heaven, or a version of it. Hell gave me his gift and gave his gift to me. Then my decision to return. You weren't involved in any other aspect of the occult before you died, were you? Prepared for death? Prepared? No. I was blown up on a plane. I didn't exactly have time to pack a lunch. What? Did you think I kept something from you? Why would I think that? Haven't you always been truthful with me? What's going on with you? Why do you care about how I came back from the grave after all this time? Never mind. I shouldn't have bothered you. Oh, have I hurt your feelings? No, I think we both know that you haven't. I just don't know where it comes from, Oliver. Where what comes from? This anger you have towards me. I know it can't be anything I've done to you. You're not that shallow. So it must be something you've done to me. I'm tired of sparring with you. Now, basically, this is supposed to be a hint off. This was entirely a hint off to what happens in Identity, that he's starting to remember what happened in Identity Crisis. So Zatanna, okay. Green Arrow, that's what they're trying to set up. They're trying to set that up.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so Onyx is keeping an eye on her, and basically, I gave you this emergency secrecy for just that. Emergencies. If you have a location on the Red Hood, contact me. So in other words, he doesn't want to deal with any other crap. But then there he is, like, on those morons, earners of his, we're selling drugs to 12-year-olds. Hi, I thought I felt my ears burning. Nope, and we see stuff with Superman. The Red Hood. Very astute. What was your first clue? Onyx, right? You're that last mask and cape the big guy is allowed to stay in this town, huh? Don't move. Stay right where you are. Why? You gonna take my picture? So what have I missed? Besides the fact that these boys would love to have my head on a pike. Mostly, they want to know why the Black Man hasn't taken you out himself. Well, I guess that tells us I'm either lucky or very good. Either way, I seem to have made myself an enemy of all the bad guys. Oh, and we see these guys taking a bunch of stuff, and then Batman knocks them all out. Don't move! You scratch yourself, man, and I'm gonna unload on your... I had him. Never had any doubt, and never had a doubt. You come to Metropolis and have to stop a burglary? You should have called ahead. I would have gotten you theater tickets. I came to talk. Seriously? Really? Because I was serious about those theater tickets. I really need to talk. Okay, let's talk. I love that. He thinks he's being just Batman there, but then once he realizes, oh, it is serious, he gets serious. All you have to do is pay attention. So you want to take these guys down? What? I'm going to hop down there and kick 9 kinds of hell out of this small gaggle of dirtbags. You can watch or you can join me. It's up to you. Why the hell not? No, and was I not being clear? No, you are. I'm not sure what you mean. Just need to know. You do know. You were there. What else is there? I wouldn't lie to you. I need more. About when I died? Yes. Bruce, you know as well as anyone that after I fought Doomsday, I wasn't exactly dead. I was in a state that mirrored death. We actually don't know that. It's just what we've told ourselves to make sense of it all. It was easier to fall back on that than admit the harder truths. Being what? That it had nothing to do with science or logic. You were dead and you came back to life. I don't agree, but even still, we've seen it before. Metamorpho, Green Arrow, Hal Jordan. It's not science. It has been for me. I've always had answers, the facts for every one of them when we lost. Whether they thought it was about heaven or God or even magic, mysticism, it's just another realms of science. I know that. But now, Bruce, what is this about? I don't know exactly. So I do like how they're playing this up, how Bruce is really questioning. That's something I feel was locked from the animated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he guns those guys down. No, stop. What the hell are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? What do you think and what do you think and what do you think this was all about? We were going to rough these guys up and teach them a lesson? Welcome to planet Earth, baby. These dead sacks of meat on the floor made their living by beating, raping, and devouring. Fear isn't the answer. I'm not letting you out of here. It's not really up to you. Then you're in for a surprise. I'm not the only one. I don't know if it's my speed or the sharpness of my blade, but most don't feel it go in. Oh my God. You want to guess who's not getting out of here?
Me. I'm not getting out of here alive.
But yeah, then he's thinking back to Jason. It's going to take that looks like it's got to hurt. Well, I say that like I'm speculating or something. I know it hurts. Wasn't an accident that I went for the shoulder. I saw you favoring one side. You had a shoulder injury not too long ago. Maybe you came back too soon. Stop struggling. That knife isn't coming out of that wall. Not at that angle you're at. Basically, it's like it will hurt like fire for 15 seconds. Then you'll be dead from blood loss. Or you can join me in my fight. I'm kidding. Don't you hate it when guys say garbage like that? It always seemed like such a wuss move, you know? If you want a partner, go find one. Put him on a payroll anyway. Takes it out, but then puts it like, here, this will hold you. That's a fairly high-end field dressing for the modern soldier. It adheres as well as it closes the wounds with an antibacterial adhesive agent. Stops the bleeding cold. Come up. This is the part when you try to stop me and I beat the hell out of you. No, it's not that part. Wow, I didn't even hear you land that land. That plane is a really stealthy piece of hardware when you want it to be. You can be you can just be so quiet. So quiet. You see, Onyx, the bat plane can operate on 2 levels. When it goes for self, it's beyond silent. It actually absorbs and amplifies the natural sound in its environment. Amazing, right? But when he wants to be heard, man, he's altered the inches so that they can run course hard. So if he's babbling and barreling down on you in that bucket, it sounds like hell itself is dropping out of the sky. Yes, it sounds just like that. Ha! Always fast. Always so fast. It has to be beyond that and thought, well past instinct. You simply act. You goof. Basically, he's describing it all, sends it back at him. That device was from Cord Industry. I should know. Ordered it special from them. How can he have it? No more questions. No more dead ends. No more guessing. And basically, this is what leads to their fight and everything that we saw earlier. Right down to, look at you. I guess we should keep it even. Oh, God. Nope. Want to guess again? You You cannot possibly imagine and that I believe this, Ruth. And they're having it rain to make it clear it's not Clayface. Yes, I think you know it. I think you feel it in your gut. I think you've known it for weeks, longer really. You know, and you knew it when we found the graveyard. Come on, you felt it when I switched with Clayface. That fight began with me and ended with him. But now, you know I'm standing right in front of you. It's not possible. No, it really is. Jason, yes. How did this happen to you? That doesn't really matter much, does it? Not to me. Here, that's fingerprints. And here's even blood and even tissue. And check it all. You'll find that it is me. I won't make me believe. No, it will. You're a creature of logic and science. You'll have to know what I am, Bruce. If I'm a zombie, a ghost or a zombie or a clone, that's not what this is really about. Then what is this about? You, Bruce, what you are and what I'll be. Which is what? You. I'll be you. The you you're supposed to be. If you had killed Joker years ago, beyond what happened to me, you know what hell you would have saved this world. But no. His murder is a long list of sane acts you refuse to commit. You never crossed that line, but I will. Death will come to those who deserve death, and death may come to those who stand in my way of doing what's right. All of your adult life, you fought to save Gotham, save her from herself, but you never, ever have understood her. She's evil, and you have to fight her where she lives. I live there. I'll be the one who finally brings peace. No, you won't. The saddest part is that you really believe that. Blows up his helmet and gets away. Sir? Sir, is it, well, do the tests all, everything says it's him. Sir, you can't, actually, it couldn't possibly, Bruce. Sir, would you like me to remove that from the cave? No, leave it. That doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything at all. Oh, I love that moment.
It's so sad, bro.
It is. Wait, what the? Oh, I guess this was a filler issue.
Fillers? Disgusting.
Agreed. Hold on, let me double check. Oh! So, yeah, for 2 issues, it's some other writer doing it. So I'm going to skip by this because this is not what I was paying attention to. Because that's not what's in the trades. So Killer Croc was sent out. Yeah, none of this was done by Winnick. Oh, but it tied into war crimes. Wait, really? Oh yeah, this was the fallout from War Games.
Oh. What the heck?
Black Mask dressed up like Batman for a bit. Again, skipping past this. Oh, geez, there's more. Next issue is where we pick back up. So hold on. Okay, now is where we pick back up with the Red Hood, a Robin's Tale. You may take a brief leave of your duties, gentlemen. Let me double check just to make sure. Yep. Basically, they're digging up the body. Let's make sure that it's in there. But when they do, it's empty. We also get a flashback to when he found Jason. He actually boosted the tires off the Batmobile. As a kid. Well, see, you've come to finish the job. How could he possibly steal a tire from the car? We put on those new tires, but I hadn't finished redesigning the hubcaps, leaving the lug nuts exposed. Oh, and the car's sensors were still down from the electrical surge you had last night. So that's a way of explaining why the normal defenses didn't do anything.
Ah.
Which explains it, because when you think about it, like, how the hell can he jack the wheels, right? It's basically when they're trying to explain stuff, and yeah, he eventually brings Jason on. And this is, again, a flashback to dealing with stuff like Captain Boomerang, and we just see how he became arrogant. But at first, that he was still liking it. having him out there. But yeah, he studied it all and he found that nothing had broken. No one broke in. No one took it out. Nothing. It's like as if Jason was never in the coffin.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, fun. It's the exact same coffin we buried him in. It hasn't been tampered with. I put 3 sensors in here, Alfred. No one on Earth could have removed them. If this lid was open, I would have known. Sir, if you must. Do you remember the name of the man who built it? Of course, Giovanni Lascasso. Same man who built my parents' coffins. Yes, precisely. He rejected our original offer. We thought it was over money. It turned out he was suffering from crippling arthritis. He had his son build it under his directions. Yes. After I explained who it was for, his son, not a coffin maker, but one of the greatest furniture designers in all of Europe, completed the task. Like Casso said, his son did a better job than had he built it himself. That his son was easily a greater artist than he had ever been. That is a father's greatest triumph, he said, to have a son surpass his own excellence. Sir, that isn't this business with, even if this is Jason, he hasn't, the son has not surpassed the father. I'm starting over. I must have missed something. Yes, sir. Very good, sir. I like that, don't you? As Bruce is starting to doubt himself now.
Maybe.
Yeah, we then see a bit of, we then see a bit, we're right down to the hall, him hitting the guy and then saying, like, I had to take him down. You shattered his collarbone. There were at least 10 different ways you could have ended it. None of them involved him in any kind of damage. He was a drug-dealing pimp. I didn't think I had to fluff up pillows before I took him down. We needed him. He would have talked. He could have talked because he couldn't talk because he was going into shock from the injuries you flattered and you inflicted. You're right. I'm sorry. That was dumb. That doesn't mean he didn't deserve it. You remember that from the movie? Almost word for word.
Yeah. I was like, is this word for word? I'm like, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I've been stupid, sir. Blind, arrogant, careless, and stupid. I know it is the same coffin. This is the very one we buried in him, but I've gone over every inch of it, trying to find any clue of tampering, any sign that hands have been laid upon it, and in what manner. And while searching for those markers, those mistakes, I overlooked something. I missed something that I can't, it's something I can't even explain. Do you know then how or when Jason's body was taken in the coffin? No, that's my point. There's never been a body in this coffin. Dun, dun, dun! Oh, and this is where we get Shane Davis doing an issue. And yeah, just seeing a bunch of guys just arguing as Batman shows up. We're not scared of you, and we're talking you out, man. Yeah, clear the building or you're all dead. The only one who's going to be who's dead is going to be you. Yeah, man, you're the reveals a bomb. Is that C4? The whole wall is full of C4. Run as fast as you can. Oh, I love that. Calm down. I'm just a fly on the wall. I never get tired of watching you work. Show's over. Harley, hey, get out, Bruce. I'm taking down the building. No point in it. They're gone. This isn't a crystal mess lab anymore. It's an empty building. I know that, but you more than anyone on Earth understands the importance of being a good scare into people. You won't defuse it. You won't defuse it, not even if you had all night. And you don't. 7 seconds, Bruce. You're cutting extremely close. Boom! I just love to watch you work. The whole damn building. Yes, sir, it seems so. It gets worse, sir. The shipment from Bloodhaven. Oh, damn it, which one? The arms? Sorry. This is, the guy you think is Batman, but no, it's actually the stuff with Black Mask. You want to tell me why this guy ain't dead? Truth? He's better than anything we've seen on the street. That's not acceptable. I know that. It's just answering the question. And why in the blue hell hasn't Batman wiped this little smear off the face of the planet? Maybe he doesn't want to. Excuse me? This Red Hood is actively battling one of Batman's targets. That target being you. Perhaps he's letting us war it out. Maybe he's waiting to see who wins, and then he'll take on the victor. What do you think this is? A tennis tournament? I'm just saying, you're an idiot, and you don't know the Batman. He's not letting this lunatic and just run wild. He can't catch him either. Can you feel it? We're stuck in the damn crossfire. What? Hell. Is that? Damn it to hell! Wow. He can really move when he wants to. Any idea how that happened? He put a damn rocket in my office. The entire upper floor is fortified to withstand an arm strike from, except the east window. It was being repaired. Right. How do you know that? How do you even know where the building was? Bring me one of those brain-dead, knuckle-dragging security techs who designed this so-called fortress. Most were killed in the blast. Right. How'd you get out? I ran after you. You're quick. I take a spinning class 3 times a week. Works for you. No kidding. Yeah, this guy's gonna be killed off next time we see him. Sir, thank God you got out. Look, Mr. Lee, it's Mr. O'Donnell, our chief of security. Sir, the moment I heard of the attack, I had every man available running full diagnostics. It's impossible for anyone to breach our system. And yet the entire top floor of my building is a giant soot-covered stain. Yes, yes. But I assure you, do any of you understand what's going on? Bit by bit, the Red Hood has been taking our trade. He's grabbed our territory, destroyed our goods, and killed our people. And now he's coming after me! Me! Everyone in this town knows that Gotham is under my control, my command, except this guy! This ends now, tonight. He wants to take a shot at the man? Fine. He had his chance. He missed. Fun time's over. He's dead. I want his beaten, mutilated corpse ground up in front of me. I want to eat his heart and break my foot off in his rib cage. Sounds good. Want some help? Put him down. You'll all be dead before you run out of ammo. Smart man. Yeah, it takes a Mensa member to know that Deathstroke, the master of assassin, could ice all these idiots. You got something to say? Yes, there's a collective. It's called the Society. The Society? Yeah, and yes, I was wondering if you'd like to join. The Society was during the stuff where all the villains were uniting. During Infinite Crisis. Now, in this case, we're going to see a bunch of villains working together, but in the anime movie, it was a bunch of just assassins, random armored mooks.
It was an anime movie?
No, I said armored mooks.
No, you said anime movie.
Why did I say that? Animated. I mean, the big kind of dead, serious dead, head on a pike, guts on the pavement, me wearing a sweater vest made of his skin kind of dead. We aim to please. Is that right, Sunshine? Because I have my doubts. Why is that, Matt? Well, Deathstroke, you made me a very simple offer. Get on board the Society, saddle up with the rest of you brightly colored psychopaths, and in return for my newfound allegiance, you'll send a few choice and aptly powered metas to make the Red Hood into a very large, very dead stain in the concrete. And we've delivered to you the people to get the job done. Are you fucking kidding me? Captain Nazi and the hyena? These brain donors are my heavy hitters. Wanted the hand of God. You give me this damn sideshow. Bunch of hunchbacks and midgets. I think you underestimate them. The Nazi's blind. Bad enough that he's 135 years old and ran with Hitler, but he's flipping blind. He's damaged goods. Not entirely. He has cybernetic implants that allow him to see in black and white. Red Hood steps in front of a Christmas tree and he disappears. And I thought the hyena was dead. One of them is dead. This one's the other one. I thought the other one was a chick. For all I know, this one is a chick. I didn't care to check under the hood. How about you? Pass. Listen to me, and I say that was not so much as respect, but as a reminder that I am a breath away from killing everyone here. There's a third member on the way who makes all perfect combo. I promise. If you have positioned all the proper players, the Red Hood will be dead. Fine. Hyena kind of looks like a girl from the back. I was just thinking the same thing. Okay, what's the message? Simple message, a simple message, Kleiner Jung. You've been lured to your death. Oh my gracious, I've been bamboozled. You people are the most subtle of strategists. So yeah, as you can see, this is very similar to the fight with again, those armored mooks. You know what I mean? And Yeah, Batman and shows up. What the hell took you so long? Couldn't decide you wanted to let me live? Shut up and fight. So yeah, they work together. Everything feels like how it used to be. And then Count Vertigo shows up. But Batman's able to get, using stuff to help deal with him. And he throws stuff to stun Hyena out. But as it's going on, he then zaps Captain Nazi in the face, which actually kills him.
Take that, Captain Nazi.
Now, in the actual anime stuff, it actually caused the guy's head to explode.
Oh.
Remember that part?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time for this
You
to
need to
end.
watch that movie again.
So we're nearly done. All they do is watch us kill. Yep, we're seeing basically, when I see the mail carrier, which is not often, he always makes the same joke. It'd be faster if you drove. He is correct. It would be. The mail drop is in a pillar on the main gate, a good quarter mile from the house. But I'm not so decrepit that the walk pains me, and frankly, I like the walk. I am reminded of, as the saying goes, simpler times. At a time when I still called him Master Bruce, he and I would take this walk. It was after his parents' death. It was one of the few activities that seemed to lift the spirit of this troubled boy. We, meaning he and I, had stumbled upon the hobby of collecting first edition books. Admittedly, not a common pastime for a young lad, but Bruce was anything but common. He seemed less attracted to the actual acquisition of something original than he was at the act of searching for it. Nonetheless, it seemed to stir up some excitement he used to exude before the tragedy. A bookstore in Kensington would authenticate our finds. We waited with great anticipation for the book's arrival in the store's small blue shipping box. Even today, despite the vast change in direction our lives have taken, we still collect first edition. He and I. Only two other persons knew of the tradition. One wears a mask, lives a double life, and fights like the man who raised him. The other is dead. At least I believe that. Until today. My word. DNA. Just two to add to the pile. Cheers, Jason. Sir? Busy. I realize that, but it's urgent. I can't. Sir, Jason has sent us a package. Are you sure? Nearly. He sent it wrapped as a delivery from Wild, sir. I'm on my way. I'm not happy. You all know I'm not happy. And despite appearances, this ain't a damn smile on my face. All my operations are a mess. I've had my office blown up by a rocket. 3 mental pygmies, metahumans, wasted my time because, well, look, you folks are my right arm, my second in command, the go-to guys, and you are all great earners. But you've been underperforming of late. I am, to say the least, disappointed. It ain't for lack of trying. Yeah, couldn't not agree more. You kids have been nailing all the cliches, nose to the grindstone, hitting all the cylinders, working your fingers to the bone. It's this damn Red Hood. He hits us hard. He hits us dirty. How are we supposed to deal with a guy who won't deal? He's got to die. Yeah, basically they're all ready to do it, and then he guns them all down. Happy? Getting there. And Alfred, we shouldn't waste time. I'm going to need you to, yes, sir, open the remaining box. Be sure to. I've done at least 6 scans since it arrived, sir. It appears to be completely free of explosives or chemical agents of any kind. And as you quite know, I am quite adept with incendiaries. I know. I'm opening the box, sir. Oh my, sir. Can you make this out in the video? What color is it? Green, sir. It's a lock of green hair. Meaning it's the Joker's hair. What does he say? What does the card say? An address. Give it to me now. What the hell do you mean getting there? I just signed a contract by wasting all my second demands. And I appreciate that. I don't want your damn appreciation. I expect your obedience. This is called denente. You sick, demented moron. I think you may have misunderstood the terms are you completely off your bullet-headed nuts? You came to me wanting to put an end to this. Really, Mask, you said, I'm all done with the whacked-out mad bomber routine. I want to see at the table. Go to hell, I say, despite the fact that I'd rather take all my capos, set them on fire, and pitch them out of an airplane. I need them. And if I brought you in, I'd lose trust, and I'd never get another honest day out of them again, such as it is. But you had a way around it. Yeah, cutting every one of them and promoting new ones who are still greedy enough to be loyal despite me getting in bed with your twisted grenade-throwing butt. Now, my gut is telling me that you have had a change of attitude. Am I wrong? Probably not. Son of a... Should have done this myself a long time ago. Why didn't you? Oh. So kicks his butt, and it's like, at the end of the day, you're just another gangster. Look who's talking about hiding, about making myths, about dress up. Look at you! Turn it up like some gladiator boxer. Oh. And for a moment, it seems like he gets the upper hand. Just goes on a getting his second win and seems to kill Jason. You're right. It's all about sacrifice. That's what you think it's him. Hey, bud, old buddy, little help. But when he takes out the helmet, well, first he feels all upset. Bruce feels upset. But when he takes it out, it's not him. Damn it, when did you get? Oh, I invited him. I figured you two needed some catching up. He's speaking through the helmet. The night's just filled with reunions. Didn't I kill you? We've been over this. I know, but I like talking about it. But it's not him. You know who the Red Hood is? How did the Red Hood contact you? I asked you a question, Flyboy. You actually know who this brain donor is? If you've known all this time, whoa, this scheme's getting a lot hotter. Drop it. What the hell are you talking? Kicks it out. Boom! You costume drag queens and your toys really cracked me up. How did he contact you? His usual MO. Killed my personal assistant. Found out where I was holed up. Threw him through my window with a cell phone stuffed in his mouth. See what I mean? The guy's dead. He offered you a deal? Yeah, that worked out real well. He played me. He's been playing me in my gut, and my gut tells me you know exactly what that feels like. Dead man walking. Yeah, that wasn't funny the first 5 times. 2 times, boy chick. That makes 3. Comedy's best in 3. Like Batman, Robin, and me. Yes, we're one big happy family. I like to think so. Speaking of relations, it leads us to the $24,000 question. Which, believe it or not, Lazarus, is not why you're still worm food. But why I'm still among the sweaty masses. I should be having a pillow fight with St. Peter by now. The real joke is that you think you're going to heaven. Stay on point, Short Pants. You use your little detective mojo. Found me, and then I do declare whooped me. And whooped me, sir, within an inch of my life. Then you had those sawbones that patch up leg breakers, put me on the men and cut me loose. Those guys were veterinarians. They couldn't pay the mafia enough to touch you. On point, zombie. You nearly punched out Jokey's time card and sent me to the big fun house in the sky. Again with heaven. You let me live after everything I did. You couldn't pop my balloon. You just couldn't. The apple doesn't tumble too far from the pater familias. You're just like Daddy Kens. Ooh. You know what I love about shoulder wounds? 1, they really hurt. 2, they can bleed you out and you'll be dead in minutes. 3, they really hurt. And 4, they're easy to patch. You couldn't be more wrong about me. If right were a country on earth, you'd be circling on the edge of the Milky Way. Yeah, I like you. I let you live. But like always, like every damn minute of your adult, posturing, psychopathic life, you think this is about you. You're a worm. I've pitched you on a hook and dropped you into the brine and beat the hell out of you, Pagliacci, because it was too much fun not to. Oh, somebody slipped into a new coat. Not just wear my old hoodie pajamas, no. You saw that. It's more fun on my side of the street. It'd be sad if you deserve sympathy. Listen to me, Joker. I'm not you. I'm nothing like you. I know what I do, and I know why I do it. You're clinically speaking, a whack job. But I know a secret. A good one. Loves me a secret. Do tell. You're not nearly as crazy as you like us all to believe, or even as crazy as you'd like to be. It just makes it easier to justify every monstrous thing you've ever done when you play the part of the mad clown. You're crazy, Bubba, but you ain't that crazy. Look at that. I wiped a smile off a Joker's face. I've been waiting a long time for that. So he throws a bunch of miniature explosives, responds to the slightest pressure. Answer the question. You know the hood. You know who he is, and you let him play me and hell with me, with my operation. Spare the indignation. You're not some citizen who was targeted unfairly. You crossed the line, and someone besides just me came down on you. But at the very end of the day, Matt, you're nothing special. You're just another gangster. That's exactly what he said. It was by some damn radio address stuck inside that mook's helmet, but it was him talking. The Red Hood said the same thing. Oh, you don't just know him. You know him. This is one of your people who stepped off the reservation and traded his handcuffs for flatlines. And I thought I had problems. You won't ever beat him, you know. It's not about beating him. And I'll just wait here because I'm known for my patience. Only seems fitting, huh? The place of your birth, the place of our first meeting. Hey, and here now where it ends. Where is he? Inside this building. Don't bother trying to ditch me and go find him. I've wired this whole building. I can blow it up any time. That would seem fitting payback-wise. I'm not going to let you kill him. You can try to stop me. Meanwhile, over in right across the bay in Bloodhaven, chemo was dropped and nuked the whole city.
Wow.
That's Bloodhaven, Dick. My God, is Nightwing there? Imagine that. One son returns from the grave as another enters it. What a fitting ending this has become. To be concluded.
What the heck? He has no repercussions.
Nightwing's fine.
But he didn't. Was supposed to.
What?
But why did it seem like he didn't care?
No. Oh, Jason? He doesn't. Why should he?
Oh, he's a turd.
Good God, the irony's
Raymond,
around.
I hate Red Hood.
Well, he gets better. This is just him back when he was still in his jerk phase. No, you're not leaving. Not now. Not this time. Jason, please, what? Yeah, you have to be sure getting out of that alive would be one neat trick. It'd take a hell of a lot more than batterings and a few scrimmage sticks to survive. If old Dickie is there, he's dead. And if you leave, someone else is going to die tonight. Oh, look at that. He's assessing the situation, trying to throw off that terrifying vibe. Do I look scared, Bruce? Like, almost had me. You went for my shoulders and head. Made me choose my wound. Knowing all the tricks only helps a bit, right? But I've got tricks too. New ones. Oh, this is going to be so good. I went for the cape. Surprise? You shouldn't be. You wear all your weaknesses out in the open. Capes, body armor, weapons? Ha! You reinforced the belt so my blade could have cut it. Not going to make the same mistake twice and be left without your toys. No, never twice. And let's see how you are without your toys. Just like in the movie.
I remember
Enough.
that.
All of it ends tonight. You say you want to save Gotham, to kill a part of it so we can survive. You say you want to be better than me, but it won't happen. I know I failed you, but I try to save you, Jason. I'm trying to save you now. Is that what you think this is about? You're letting me die? I don't know what clouds your judgment. Worse, your guilt or your antiquated sense of morality? Bruce, I forgive you for not saving me. But why? Why on God's earth is he still alive? Now we've got ourselves a party. One big happy all together again. Who's got a camera, Dracula? And Dracula, you must have a digital peekaboo on that hardware store you wear around your waist. Get one of me and the kid first, then you and me, and then the three of us, then one with the crowbar. Whoosh. You'll be as quiet as possible. I'll put one in your lap. Party pooper, no cake for you. Ignore what he's done in the past. Blindly, stupidly disregarding the entire graveyard he's filled, the thousands who have suffered, the friends he's crippled. I thought killing me that I'd be the last person you'd ever let him hurt. If it had been you that he beat to a bloody mess, if it had been you that he left in agony, if he had taken you from this world, I would have done nothing but search the planet for this pathetic pile of evil, death-worshipping garbage and send him off to hell. You don't understand. I don't think you've ever understood. What? Your moral code just won't allow for it? It's too hard to cross that line? No. God almighty, no. It'd be too damn easy. All I've ever wanted to do is kill him. For years, a day hasn't gone by where I haven't envisioned taking him and spending an entire month putting him through the most horrendous, mind-boggling forms of torture. All but building to an end with him broken, butchered, and maimed, pleading, screaming in the worst kind of agony as he careens into a monstrous death. You see, I've thought of that too. I want him dead, maybe more than I've ever wanted anything. If I do that, if I allow myself to go down into that place, I'll never come back. Why? What? Why do all the Cub Scouts in spandex always say, if I cross that line, there's no coming back? I'm not talking about killing Cobblepot and Scarecrow or Clayface, not Riddler or Dent. I'm talking about him, just him, and doing it because he took me away from you. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. That is so sweet. Well, you won't have a choice. I won't. This is the time, and this is it. This is the time you decide. If you won't kill this psychotic piece of filth, I will. You want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me. Stop this. Enough. You know I won't. And basically tells him to stop it, and what does he do? Throws it and bounces off and gets Jason in the neck, as opposed to the movie where he just throws it at the gun.
What?
Don't worry, Jason does still live.
Why'd you spoil it?
You got him, you rootin'-tooting, eagle-eyed Goth and Mark son of a perp. You banked and you banked that batter thing off the pipe. Oh God, I love it. You managed to fight a way to win, and everyone still loses, except me, my dark little pumpkin pie. I'm the one who's gonna get what he wants today. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't you just love how it all ends? And boom. We get a brief now in the trade. It opens up with him just going, Jason, Kilo. We're seeing a bit of what a lot of issues did was Infinite Crisis, where we see all this shifting of different heroes. But then, one last thing, we have the annual that explained everything. And this is where a bit of Infinite Crisis kind of messes up a bit of things because. Well, not majorly. In this version, there was no Lazarus Pit that brought him back. Not exactly. Oh yeah, and Shane Davis doing the artwork again. As we get a reminder of what happened, him getting his head, bashed in. And that's his mother, by the way. He was there to save his mother. But when it exploded, he died. But then Superboy Prime was punching in the walls of Limbo, which caused change retcons.
Weird.
Yep. And in this case, they're reusing Jim Aparo, the original artist of A Death in the Family, his alternate page, where he has survived. In this case, though, history still knew that he died. But then when he punched it, it shifted where Jason came back to life again. And he actually did break his way out. But the reason why, and for a brief moment, his mind is actually kept together, is back together for a moment. Now, the reason why the sensor didn't go off is because it was designed to see anyone breaking in, not breaking out.
Wait, didn't Batman say that there was nobody in the coffin anyway?
We'll get to that. But eventually his wounds catch up with him, and he's not gone from being, sinking to a catatonic. Why? Well, his head got bashed in, and he survived an explosion. So in other words, the damage caught up with him, and he went into a coma. He had a fractured skull. It caused a brain bleed or some damn thing. They're not even sure if he's brain dead. What about the flash burns? Looks like he was in an explosion, and then what? They dressed him in a suit and buried him someplace? Now, eventually, we see that someone had saw that at the, the graveyard and just buried it back up. They thought it was grave robbers. They didn't know anything about it, so they didn't say anything. But eventually, he would wake up in a vegetative state and kind of just walk out on instinct. And eventually, he'd be nearby as someone starts beating the crap out of him, and he fights back. Just everything's coming on muscle memory.
Memories alone in the pavement.
You remember that was Black Cat using it as torture.
Yes.
But do we see a guy nearby who years ago had saw Jason as Robin fight, and he realized it. He put two and two together. He then calls to someone who calls through a bunch of names until eventually reaches to Talia. And then all those guys are killed off so that no one would know. They cover their tracks. And basically feel this is a way to try and, if Talia thinks if she can heal Jason, maybe Batman would love her more. But unfortunately, though, it's not working because he's still brain dead. So what does he do? She do? She then pushes Jason in to heal him.
How dare she? I will call HR.
Really? It's not a job. It's her father.
Yes, he is the HR.
But yeah, he eventually gets out and sings Jog a Memory, and she gets him out there, kisses him even.
What the
heck? You're kissing your beloved's adopted son, and then tosses him in there, and she helps him every step of the way.
They made him have sex with Catwoman that one time.
Wait, when did Jason do that?
I don't remember. I remember seeing the pen on. I'm like, ooh.
Really, Jason?
Disgusting. Yeah, it was Jason. Definitely was not Nightwing or Tim Drake.
But anyway, she keeps him up to date, and when he finds out that he didn't die, that the Joker's still alive, he's pissed off. So he starts going around training a bit more. He even contacted the guy who made the coffin. Wayne Tech purchase succeeded. Found original coffin maker. Accepted contract. Trail ends with him. Had more funds in account. So basically, in other words, Talia helped it out. Made sure that things only go that far. They didn't kill the guy. They just simply paid him, and they basically rebuilt it all. So as far as Batman knows, nothing changed. And we see him working with Hush, helping him out. And then we see the little hint of back to Hush when they fought a bit. He jumped away, and then we see Clayface taking over, that's what the explanation to how Jason was back in Hush, and then but still keep the Clayface stuff. And yeah, this is where he decides to become the Red Hood and start his whole plan. So yeah, what'd you think?
I think I like the movie better.
Well, it did fix a lot of things and make it a more coherent story, but there's some elements I wish were kept, but couldn't have been. Like, Bruce trying to ask everyone who's died before about it.
Mm-hmm. It was funny seeing Batman so happy and be like, he's alive!
Well, yeah, that was the original. Again, that was the original artwork from years ago.
Yeah, I know. That's funny.
Yeah, but overall, though, the anime movie probably was better, but for what it was told to bring him back, I think it handled very well.
Yeah.
And again, remember, this is also fitting in with other events. Like, Wittick knew War Crimes was coming up, so he had to work that in still as well. Whereas in the movie, he didn't have to worry about that. But yeah, you could definitely tell all the stuff that was kept, right?
Yeah, I recognized a lot of the stuff, but I should rewatch the movie again because I don't remember any of the characters.
Okay, remember, some characters are not exactly the same, and some things play out differently. But yeah, but for what it was, I thought it was a very good story. So yeah, and you can still get in trade and everything. Would you want to get your own copy of it?
No, but other people could.
Okay, that's more like it. You like taking the wind out of my sails, don't you?
Yeah, a lot. I'm so mean to everybody. I keep telling everybody I'm not nice.
What happened? You used to be so much more of a sweetheart. What happened?
No, that's when you start getting used to me. That always happens. I tell everybody all the time.
Well, hey, this is the 42nd lesson. We're 8 away from 50.
What 50?
I said we're 8 lessons away from lesson 50 of this show.
Wow.
Yeah, so I gotta start thinking what to do for that one. But yeah, though, overall, this was a good book. I recommend story. I recommend people get it and get the movie, of course. And heck, get the Death in the Family interactive movie as well.
Yes.
All right then. So yeah, that's it for this lesson. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care.
Bye.